안녕하십니까? 2013년 5월 고등학교 3학년 비상 모의대학 수학능력시험 영어 영역 듣기 및 말하기 평가 안내방송입니다. 잠시 후 2013년 5월 고등학교 3학년 비상 모의대학 수학능력시험 3교시 영어 영역 듣기 및 말하기 평가 방송을 시작하겠습니다. 수험생 여러분은 편안한 마음으로 방송에 귀를 기울여 주시고 감독 선생님께서는 스피커의 음량을 알맞게 조절해 주십시오. 수험생 여러분은 답안을 작성하기 전에 반드시 답안지 왼쪽 해당란에 성명, 수험번호 등을 정확하게 기입하고 표기하였는지 확인하시기 바랍니다. 답란에 정답을 표기하기 전에 답안지에 있는 수험생이 지켜야 할 일을 꼭 확인하십시오. 듣기 및 말하기 평가 문제는 1번부터 22번까지입니다. 방송을 잘 듣고 문제지에 있는 5개의 답지 중에서 맞는 답 하나만 골라 답안지에 해당란에 바르게 표기하십시오. 듣기 말하기 평가는 타종 없이 시작됩니다. 그러면 지금부터 3교시 영어 영역 듣기 및 말하기 평가를 시작하겠습니다. 1번부터 22번까지는 듣고 답하는 문제입니다. 1번부터 20번까지는 한 번만 들려주고 21번부터 22번까지는 2번 들려줍니다. 방송을 잘 듣고 답을 하기 바랍니다. 1번, 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Jessica, what did you do after school yesterday?
I stopped by the Central Library to check out books.
Is that why you didn't answer my call around 4?
(2번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
The lights went out. Is this a blackout?
I think so. I don't see any lights down the street.
So, it's another power cut. What are we going to do?
(3번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Have you ever been to Hawaii, Ms. Jackson?
Actually, I studied there for 2 years.
Really? Then you could help me out. I'm going there this summer.
(4번) 다음을 듣고 여자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Good morning, Lincoln High School students. I'm Jane Parker, president of the Student Council. I know you're busy studying for the midterm exams this week, but the Student Council is preparing for an event for child patients in hospitals on Children's Day. You're going to help them by making a donation of toys. Our goal is to come up with 1,000 toys for the child patients in the hospitals near our school. You can donate your old toys starting from tomorrow. Please bring your toys to the Student Council room. We truly appreciate all of your contributions, and so will the child patients. Let's make a great event for the kids.
(5번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 의견으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Honey, I have a wonderful surprise for you.
A wonderful surprise?
Yes. You know how uncomfortable our old sofa is?
I think it's still comfortable.
I don't agree with you. Guess what I found in the department store today?
Please tell me, honey.
I found a stylish leather sofa, and I bought it for $2,000. I really like it.
Are you saying that you bought an expensive sofa without talking to me?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll like it too. It'll be delivered this afternoon.
You should have discussed it with me before you bought it. You never talk to me before you buy things.
I'm sorry, but it's a really nice sofa. You'll be pleased with it.
Still, I'd like you to ask me for my opinion.
(6번) 다음을 듣고 여자가 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hello, welcome to Health Science Center. Today we're going to talk about motion sickness. If you've ever been sick to your stomach while riding in a car, a ship, or an airplane, you know exactly what motion sickness feels like. To understand motion sickness, you need to understand why your body feels motion sickness. Let's say that you're riding in a car and reading a book. Your inner ears will detect that you're moving forward. However, your eyes are looking at a book that isn't moving, and your eyes are telling your brain that you're sitting still. So the brain gets a little confused. Then you may begin to feel a little confused inside your head, and you feel motion sickness.
(7번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
What are you watching on TV?
It's one of my favorite documentaries.
Oh, small fish are moving in a swarm. They look like a big ball.
Yes. Actually, there's an important reason they swim in a group.
What is it?
Scientists say it's a kind of strategy to protect themselves from predators.
Can you be more specific about that?
As a predator approaches, the small fish surround it to make it confused.
That makes sense.
Even small fish have found a way to survive like this.
I guess some of them could be eaten by the predator, though.
Maybe, but I think it still works well.
(8번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람의 관계를 가장 잘 나타낸 것을 고르시오.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Jackman. I'm Amy Green. We met the other day at the preview of the movie Les Miserables.
Ah, Ms. Green. Hi. What's up?
You'll be happy that the movie is a big hit at the box offices.
Absolutely, I'm happy. I didn't expect the movie to be such a great success.
Everyone says that your performance deserves all the praise. Your role as Jean Valjean was impressive.
Thank you. I was lucky to play the role in the movie.
I called to ask if you can give an interview with our magazine.
Of course, with pleasure. I already read your review on the movie in the magazine. I liked your review.
Thank you. People who read our magazine will love to read an interview with you. When is convenient for you?
How about 2 p.m. this Saturday?
Good.
(9번) 대화를 듣고 그림에서 대화의 내용과 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Honey, what about this birthday party card for Jane?
Oh, you redesigned it. Let me look at it. Oh, it looks better than the previous one.
The edging around the card is made of checkered patterns. What do you think?
They're better than wavy patterns.
And I put Jane's photo on the left side.
That's good. Our little daughter Jane is loveliest when she's smiling.
And I put a banner saying it's a birthday party at the top of her photo. How do you like it?
That's a good idea. I like it because it's not at the bottom of the photo. It's eye-catching.
What do you think about the right side?
You drew a heart-shaped pattern with small flowers as I suggested.
Yeah, and I put a rabbit in the heart. As you know, Jane really likes rabbits.
Right. She loves them very much.
(10번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 할 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Now we're ready to start the barbecue. Where's the meat?
Here is some meat for grilling.
That's good. We need to fire up this barbecue.
Oh, I can't wait for the grilled meat. I'm very hungry.
So am I. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to gather some wood to burn for the smoky flavor of the meat.
Mike said he would do that while we're getting things ready.
All right. We need to make the barbecue sauce. Can you do that?
Sure. The meat won't taste very good without it. Why don't you get the sausages ready for grilling while I'm doing it?
That's a great idea. I have my own special way of preparing them.
Thanks.
(11번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 남자에게 부탁한 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Honey, when are we going to start spring cleaning?
This Saturday morning.
I'm available then because the preparations for next week's meeting will be done by Friday.
Good. Tomorrow I'll go buy new curtains for the living room.
Are you going on your own?
No, one of my friends, Susan, will go with me.
Sounds great. Sorry I can't go with you.
Instead, you can take the curtains off the windows. Would you?
Sure, I'll do it Friday night.
Thanks.
Are you going to throw away the old ones?
No, I'll box them up and put them in the basement for later use.
(12번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 해외여행을 가지 못하는 이유를 고르시오.
Jane, are you going to travel abroad next week?
No, I'm not.
How come? You've been looking forward to it.
I had no choice but to cancel my airline tickets.
Why?
A very important French buyer is coming to Korea next week to visit our factory. I have to be his guide.
But some other persons in your company can do the job, can't they?
No one can do it for me. The buyer cannot speak English, so he needs a guide who speaks French.
Oh, you're the only person who can speak French in your company.
That's right.
Hey, cheer up. You can go on a trip overseas next time.
I hope so.
(13번) 대화를 듣고 제이슨 밀러에 관해 두 사람이 언급하지 않은 것을 고르시오.
What do you think about the new employee in your department?
You mean the guy who graduated from Chicago College?
Yes. His name is Jason Miller, isn't it?
Right. Why do you ask about him?
I'm just interested in him. Has he ever worked on a newspaper before?
No. He had a part-time job as an editor in a weekly magazine when he was in college.
And what did he do after graduating from college?
As soon as he finished school, he went off to Korea.
Oh, really? What did he do there?
He was an English teacher at a language institute until 2009.
Uh-huh. And what's he been doing since then?
He'd been working as a freelance journalist for the last 3 years in Chicago.
Sounds good. Maybe he's the right man for the position.
(14번) 대화를 듣고 남자가 여자에게 줄 금액을 고르시오.
Hi, Kathy. Did you rest well?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed the trip with you yesterday.
I enjoyed it too. By the way, you paid most of the expenses. We need to split the expenses.
Yes, I was about to call you about that.
The train fare was $50 per person, so you paid $100, right?
Right.
How about the food?
As you know, the food cost came to $120.
I see. I'll pay half of the total cost of the trip.
You already gave me $50 yesterday, so you only have to give me the rest.
All right, I'll give you the money tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
(15번) 휴론 사이언스 뮤지엄에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Welcome to Huron Science Museum. Our museum was originally designed to help kids understand science, but our exhibits are also useful for adults. I have some announcements to make. The first one is good news. We decided to give preschoolers free admission from May 1st. Second, our regular opening hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and you must enter the museum no later than 5 o'clock. And if you reserve online in advance, you can get a 10% discount on the admission fee. Lastly, we don't have enough parking space, so we ask you to use public transportation when you visit. We hope you enjoy every exhibit of our museum.
(16번) 신코나 트리에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Have you ever heard of the cinchona tree? The cinchona tree is native to South America. Cinchona trees thrive in rainforests at altitudes between 3,000 and 11,000 feet in the Andes Mountains. It is a tall evergreen tree that often reaches from 50 to 100 feet in height when fully mature. The leaves of the cinchona tree are large and flat. The cinchona flowers are white, pink, or red in color. The material called quinine found in the bark of the cinchona tree is a key chemical in the fight against malaria. So, it is now used in herbal medicine systems around the world.
(17번) 다음 표를 보면서 대화를 듣고 여자가 컴퓨터를 구입할 곳을 고르시오.
What are you doing on the internet?
I'm going to buy a desktop computer, so I'm looking at this price comparison site.
Have you decided which model you're going to buy?
Yes, I'd like to buy the GH340 desktop computer made by Green Electronics. Look at the screen here.
Oh, there are 5 stores you can choose from. What's your price range?
I've saved some money over the last few months, so I can spend up to $1,250.
And they also offer a free gift. What do you want to get?
I have high-quality speakers, so I prefer the USB. It's an 8-gigabyte one.
You narrowed it down to 2 choices. What do you think about the delivery charge?
I'll choose the store that charges $10 for delivery.
In that case, you could save $5 on the total cost, right?
Exactly. So I'll place an order right now.
(18번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
What is this card?
This card? It indicates that I've signed up for the organ donation program.
Oh, yeah? What does that mean?
If anything bad happens to me, I want my organs to go to those who need them.
You mean you want somebody else to have your heart, liver, eyes, and kidneys?
Right. They'll be transplanted into someone else. Don't you want to donate your organs?
Me? No way. I don't want to give my body parts to someone else after I die.
But there are long waiting lists at eye banks and organ registries.
I know, but I'm too scared to donate my organs. Why should I give them to someone else?
(19번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
What are you doing, Ron?
I'm about to draw my face, Mom. This is my art homework.
That's an interesting homework assignment.
I think so too, but it's hard for me.
What kind of facial expressions are you going to draw?
I'm not sure. My art teacher said we can choose any expression.
Then, how about drawing a smiling expression?
Won't it be too common? I want to draw my own unique expression.
Well, how can you decide what your unique expression is?
How about this? You take pictures of my face while I make different facial expressions.
(20번) 다음 상황 설명을 듣고 미스터 화이트가 찰리의 어머니에게 할 말로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Mr. White is the principal of Welton High School. He receives a call from a police officer and is told that Charlie, a student in his school, saved an old man from the subway tracks. The old man accidentally slipped onto the subway tracks, and fortunately Charlie saved him in time. So it is decided that Charlie will receive a Courageous Citizen Award next month. Mr. White is very happy and excited, and he gives a call to Charlie's mother right away. He tells her everything he heard from the police officer. When she hears the whole story, she is very surprised and happy. In this situation, what would Mr. White most likely say to Charlie's mother?
(21번과 22번) 다음을 듣고 물음에 답하시오.
Flu season can start as early as October and can last as late as March. Getting a flu shot in the fall is the best way to keep you from getting the flu. Anyone who wants to reduce his or her risk of getting the flu can get vaccinated. However, there are certain groups of people who should be vaccinated every year. The first group includes people who are at high risk for other diseases from the flu. This includes children 6 months and older with chronic lung diseases and children 6 months and older who have weakened immune systems. Plus, people aged 50 to 64 years should be vaccinated every year too. This is because nearly 1/3 of all people in this age group have a medical condition that could increase their risk of developing other diseases from the flu. Finally, any person who could transmit the flu to others should get vaccinated every year. This includes anyone who is in close contact with someone, such as healthcare workers and babysitters.
다시 한번 듣겠습니다.
Flu season can start as early as October and can last as late as March. Getting a flu shot in the fall is the best way to keep you from getting the flu. Anyone who wants to reduce his or her risk of getting the flu can get vaccinated. However, there are certain groups of people who should be vaccinated every year. The first group includes people who are at high risk for other diseases from the flu. This includes children 6 months and older with chronic lung diseases and children 6 months and older who have weakened immune systems. Plus, people aged 50 to 64 years should be vaccinated every year too. This is because nearly 1/3 of all people in this age group have a medical condition that could increase their risk of developing other diseases from the flu. Finally, any person who could transmit the flu to others should get vaccinated every year. This includes anyone who is in close contact with someone, such as healthcare workers and babysitters.
21번. 여자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것은? 22번. 매년 독감 예방접종을 받아야 할 사람으로 언급되지 않은 것은? 이제 듣기 말하기 문제가 끝났습니다. 23번부터는 문제지의 지시에 따라 답을 하기 바랍니다.